Here we go.
It's going. Okay.
There we go.
Yo, 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 what up, man? We back with another one. It's your boy Ralph. Damn you two sports talk. We got Ron, we got Jay. Fellas, what's happening? What's going on?
What's
Chilling,
up?
chilling.
What's
Ron, what
up?
the goddamn business?
You know what? It. I don't understand our division. I don't.
I don't know, man. I think some of the guys just ready to go, call it quits. I don't think they really engaged into that 17 games. You know what I mean? I think they
Yeah,
was good at 16, so they can hurry up, get the season over with, and
but
get the hell on. Because I don't understand the division either. But before we get to that, because we definitely gonna get to that, and I'm glad
yeah,
you brought it up because we got Lou coming on later on,
yes,
and he a Tampa Bay Bucks fan, so we gonna dive deep into that with all three of us being in the
uh,
same division. You a Falcon fan, I'm Panther fan, and he a
right,
Tampa Bay fan. We gonna
right.
definitely dig into that. But before we get to that, man, let me ask you this, Ron, because it seems like these NBA superstars now is like they don't really have a market like that no more. They have a market, but nobody's willing to meet that. You see what I'm saying?
What do you
Like
mean?
the talk has been Giannis in Milwaukee getting traded, right?
Yeah, yeah,
But looking at the injury that Giannis sustained, I think it was a calf strain. So
is
usually
it?
when you and I ain't gonna say usually, but a lot of times, or is more prone to happen after a calf strain. If you come back and don't nurse that calf strain properly, and you come back too soon,
Yeah,
that could tear an Achilles.
right,
You,
like
you
that.
see what I'm saying? So Giannis got the calf strain,
It,
combined with his age, combined with his contract. His market is kind of dying down, even though there's teams interested. But I don't think teams are gonna meet the asking price for what Milwaukee's asking. Then you got Ja Morant, who been on the trade block since the beginning of the damn season, ain't
let
been moved yet, and
let's
AD.
talk about that.
Ja Morant.
Yes, we got to talk about that.
Oh, what you got?
John Morant, you. Well, we talked about it a little bit a while back.
Right.
John Morant, his mouth will get him in some BS that his ass can cash. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? A lot of teams don't want fool with that because off the court situations that he get himself into.
Right. Right.
So his market gonna be a little low than the Greek freak. If
Right.
if you understand what I'm trying to say.
Right.
Because a lot of teams don't want to deal with it. You doing all this, but you're not on the court.
Right.
So you doing all this, the market will go down. Yes, it will be some teams, but how many teams will put up with his bullshit?
Yeah. Um. The piggyback off that, I think not just with Ja, but with all these other stars, like
Mm-hmm.
the Mavs trying to move off of AD. But
Mm-hmm.
who wants to deal with AD and his injuries, along with his salary, along with when you trade for him, you're gonna have to re-sign him. So what the
Mm-hmm.
new CBA has done is a lot of teams is trying to stay out of that second apron. They trying
Mm-hmm.
to get below that because they ain't
Mm-hmm.
trying to pay that luxury tax.
Right.
So that pretty much has killed the big three teams
Right.
stacking the deck, right?
Right.
So I think that's what's going on with Giannis. You
Yep.
look at Giannis's age, you look at his contract, and you look at if you trade for him, you're gonna have to give him another contract.
Right.
So I don't think none of these teams are willing to give up that young, promising talent for aging Giannis and his injury and his contract, plus the contract you're gonna have to re-sign or extend him to. And if you take Giannis, you probably gonna have to take his brother too. Like ain't
Right.
nobody gonna want to deal with the bullshit. You know what I
Right,
mean?
right.
So
Now you see where I'm about to go. Who want to deal with the bullshit? But I heard Giannis might not be hurt.
he just
That the
playing
room,
hurt.
huh?
You think he just playing hurt that so Milwaukee could move him?
Yep. He told Milwaukee before the season he wanted to get traded. He told
Right.
them that. Yes. This the rumors I've been hearing.
Right.
He told them he wanted to get traded. I guess they said, well, let's see, can we get you some help over here?
Right.
So he was like, okay. Then he seen what they did, and he like, nah, they're not enough.
But see, the thing is, whoever trades for Milwaukee is gonna have to give up some young players and picks because face it, if Milwaukee trades Giannis, they pretty much doing a rebuild. They pretty much doing a rebuild, right? So you can't rebuild with veteran players. You can't rebuild with huge contracts. You rebuild through young players. And if you do take on a big contract, it's an expiring contract, and usually you're gonna get a draft pick to come along with that player with his expiring contract. Right. And that's the whole reason you take the expiring contract. For one, that money comes off the books to clear up cap space, and two, you get an additional draft pick to help your rebuild.
Right.
So if Milwaukee moves off of Giannis, it's gonna have to be a team willing to part ways with some young talent. That's why I don't think Atlanta is gonna be in on Giannis because they're gonna be asking, because Rich Paul did an interview. I think it was with Max Kelly, used to be on ESPN.
Yeah.
I think that's who he did the interview. They may have a podcast together or some shit, but I seen a clip where they was doing, them two was on a pod together. And Rich Paul was saying that if he was Milwaukee, he would call Atlanta and ask for Jalen Johnson. But if I'm Atlanta, I would say no to Giannis because I'm not giving up Jalen Johnson, who's 23 years old. And Jalen is from Wisconsin. He's 23. He signed a 5-year extension last season, so he's locked in for 5 years.
Right.
At 150, so that's 30 million a year, and he's averaging, I think, 22, 11, and 8. So he averaging damn near triple double.
Right.
And he's doing this without Trey, because Trey is out with still out nursing the injury and whatnot. But at 23 years old, he's basically doing, or is a young version of Giannis right now. You know what I'm saying? He just don't have the body build of Giannis, but Giannis didn't have that body build either when he came into the league.
At 23. Like what? 3 years later? What?
Yeah, he built himself into that. So I think Jalen Johnson is only gonna get better.
Right.
So Atlanta would be. That's why I'm saying Atlanta is out on Giannis. If I'm Atlanta, I would be out on Giannis, and they would be a damn fool to give up Jalen Johnson, who's a younger version of what they're about to get in an older Giannis.
And I could be wrong, but it depends how fast they try and get to the finals.
Well, you talking about Atlanta?
Atlanta. If Atlanta like all in, they try and get to that finals and win it.
So once they get Trey back and Porzingis back, what do you think this team could end up? Like, how far you think they could go? How deep you think they can go in the playoffs?
I think they go to the finals right now. If they get everybody back healthy,
with Trey and Porzingis.
Yes. If everybody healthy on the same page, I think they will get to the finals. But
because who you think will be the top teams in the East that they will possibly have to see in a 7-game series? You got the Knicks, you got the Detroit Pistons, the Cleveland Cavs.
I don't think the Cavs.
Toronto.
I don't think the Cavs will be there.
Toronto is a team that's
Yeah.
pretty much got the best of Atlanta this year.
Toronto,
Detroit look nice.
Orlando,
Detroit.
New York Knicks.
Yeah.
I don't believe in the Knicks.
You think they'll beat Boston when Tatum get back? Because Tatum coming back this year, right?
But Taylor
Tatum coming back this year?
I don't think Boston will do nothing this year.
I don't know. If Tatum come back, that's gonna be crazy.
He's supposed to. That's
He's
what I heard.
supposed to, but we just were talking about injuries. We don't know how that injury gonna affect him.
To be honest with you, if I was Boston, I would advise him not to come back this year.
Right.
Let's just sit him out and set everything up, get the off season, get a draft, and be ready to go next year.
Right.
That's what
I'm with
That's
you.
what I would do. But money talk bullshit walk. And he loved to play basketball. Not too many superstars love to play basketball these days. You see what I'm saying? Not too many that would do that. So you got to put them in there because of the experience they have of getting to the playoffs. They got the most experience. Them and New York Knicks.
And that too. And like I said, AD, the Mavs are trying to get rid of AD. Like, nobody's going to sit here and convince me that the Mavs are trying to hang on to AD. They're not going anywhere. You know, Derek Lively's out. Kyrie is out. You know, Klay Thompson has had a down year.
They trying to trade him too.
Yeah, I would take Klay before I take AD. I don't. AD market is going down because AD, for one, is injury prone. 2, his contract, and 3, you're gonna have to extend him. So nobody's trying to give up picks and young players to get an aging AD who's injury prone. Hell, AD been hurt every shit his whole career in the NBA. He was hurt with the Pelicans, he was hurt with the Lakers, and now he hurt with the Mavs.
Yeah.
And now nobody's want to give up nobody's really trying to give up young picks and assets or players to go into that apron for AD. And then you're gonna have to extend him because AD is what, 30, in his early 30s?
31, I think. I'm not sure.
And then when you extend this dude, he's probably gonna want a 5-year extension. He don't want a 2 or 3. So he's gonna be pushing 36, 37.
But the problem is these NBA teams, they will give up something, but they will not give up what you want them to give up.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like, you could say, okay, I want two guards. I want 2 point guards and a draft pick, or a power forward and a draft pick. And Dallas might say, well, we want this dude too. And you be like, Because AD more at the back end of his career than on the front end of his career. Now, this would have been different if he was with the Hornets or the team before the Lakers. Then every team be like, all right, we give you everything you want. But now he on the back end of his career.
Right.
These teams like, we're not finna give you all that.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't see AD's market being as sought after as people think it is. Like I said, his age, his injuries, then the contract extension, and then if you trade for him and you don't give him an extension, it's almost like you gave away picks and players for nothing.
Right.
So I don't see his market being big. I don't see there's teams that are gonna trade for Giannis. But like I said, the thing with actually with Milwaukee and Dallas is
Right.
if they trade AD in Dallas, then Dallas is pretty much gonna be going towards a rebuild too, building around Cooper Flag.
To me, in my opinion, I think Dallas trying to tank
for another high pick.
Yep.
So yeah, that's what I'm saying. They move AD. Whatever they get, they're gonna trade off. If I think AD is gonna be the domino effect. If AD gets moved before the deadline, so does Klay Thompson, and so does one of those, probably Daniel Gafford, because they're gonna then go into, and probably Kyrie, they're gonna go into a rebuild mode.
Right.
Because that whole trading Luka for AD thing, that failed miserably.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now, it would have worked if the team was healthy.
No.
Because even after they traded Luka and got AD, people still were talking about how the Dallas Mavs had a team that could get to the finals.
I mean, they still got a team, but do they really?
Not healthy.
Right. Is they really worried about getting to the finals?
I mean, they should have traded away Luka because you was just in the finals with Luka.
Right, but like I said a while back, a lot of people want to be all in the videos, but they done their box of rocks. Yes or no? That was the stupidest move I ever seen. I said that on me and my homeboy show. Talk your ish.
Yeah.
Now
to be honest, after the Luka trade, the Dallas Mavs was still stacked on paper. They just had the injury bug hit.
Right.
AD injury, Kyrie injury, Derek Lively, who's now out for the season, he was in and out the lineup. And Klay Thompson hit a slump.
Yeah.
So
if I'm Klay, I would retire. You did everything. What else to do? You don't want people
messing up his career.
Right.
Nah.
You don't want people to know you for the back end of your career than the front end of your career. You see what I'm saying? People know him now on the back end of his career.
Right.
They forgot about you got championships already. They forgot about all that. They looking at you maybe 10% from the 3-point line now.
Right.
That's how they looking at Klay now.
Right.
They forgot about you got championships already under your belt. They forgot about all that. Now they looking at you, he's 10% at the 3.
Right.
When you get to like that, you might need to go talk to your family members. Be like, what y'all think? Do I need to walk away?
I would take Klay in Atlanta before I take AD.
I mean, what do you need more though? You need both of them.
Who? To my Klay and AD?
You need both of them.
Nah, I mean, we don't need AD in Atlanta.
But hear me out. You need somebody to protect the rim. Yes or no? We need that.
Well, I mean, we got
AD stay hurt though.
Yeah,
he stayed hurt. Double O, we got him, and whenever we get Porzingis back, but Porzingis is not. I'm not gonna say a real rim protector, you know what I mean? But
right, and Double O, we don't know when he's gonna be playing.
What you mean? No, he playing now.
No, what I'm saying, like every night, different nights.
You saying he inconsistent?
No, the head coach put in different people, different nights.
Oh, you talking about Quinn Snyder? His rotations, his lineups is not consistent.
Right, and not consistent. So you're gonna need somebody to protect the rim all the time. That's where AD come in. But
I would not take AD for nothing.
I mean, I would not take him either. But you got to understand, man, he healthy.
But that's the
35, 14, and 8.
see, that's the thing.
How old is AD?
That's what's keeping AD alive right now.
Right.
Is the what if.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He been hurt more in his career than he's not been hurt.
Right. But
so the what if mystery is what's keeping AD alive. But I think that right now is pretty much people ain't buying that no more because they already see what he is or what he has been, and they not going down that rabbit hole with AD, his age, his health, and his contract and his next extension. They ain't going down that rabbit hole.
Well, you got AD what? 31?
Hold 30s? On, I'll tell you. Hold on. This shit. Yeah, he should be in his early 30s.
30s. He been in the league what? 15 years. Or
he's 32. Years. He's 32.
So, I mean, I just saying, when AD healthy, you know what you would get from AD. But you also know he injury prone.
Right. And that's the thing. You know he injury prone.
But
you trade for AD, and if you trade for AD and you at some point later on try to move off of AD, you're gonna lose value because he's not gonna have no trade market.
But
because of his age and his contract that you extended him to, if you give him a 5-year deal at 32 years old, he'll be 37 years old at the end of that contract.
But that's the same for Klay Thompson. The same thing. His value going down too.
But when you trade for Klay, you're not going to have to extend Klay.
Yeah, you do.
You don't have to.
But why? Because one, he do sell tickets. His name by itself said tickets.
If you just trade for Klay Thompson, you don't have to extend Klay Thompson. You could take Klay Thompson at his current contract. And after the contract is over, you could let him, roll out or if you do extend him, it ain't gonna be 5-year deal. He didn't even get a 5-year deal when he came to Dallas.
No, you
can get a maybe a 2-year deal. So it's not gonna be as bad for Klay because at this point in your career, when you at this point in Klay's career, you're not looking at Klay to be the leading scorer on your team or the second leading scorer on your team. You just look, and Klay's not even really a 3-and-D guy no more. You know what I mean? He can shoot the 3 ball, but he can't. He ain't standing. He's not really that type of defender now that you saw him in Golden State.
Nah, he's strictly a role player now.
Yeah, he'll be a good solid, maybe 6-man.
But is he like that because he with the Dallas Mavericks? You see what I'm saying?
Well, he was kind of falling off when he was still in Golden State.
No, what I mean is, can he play like he used to?
No,
without the ball, with somebody else.
I just think he's getting old. I think he could contribute. I just don't think he.
That's what I mean.
No more.
Like Klay Thompson is on a great contract now. So he's 35. And he making 16.6 this year, and he making 17.4 next year, and then after that he'll be a free agent. So you're not tied up long term with Klay.
Right, but once again, his name by itself, gonna sell tickets.
Who? Klay Thompson?
And he with Meg.
If you put him in New Orleans or our teams, I bet you that arena will be rocking.
No, not in New Orleans.
They don't got nobody else.
They don't sell out. They don't sell out with a Zion, so they're not gonna sell out with.
No, Zion. That you don't want to go there with.
Klay is not gonna fill seats now. I don't think Klay was gonna fill them like that when he was in Golden State.
Wow.
Not by itself.
I mean,
so he definitely ain't doing it now. If he wasn't doing it then,
the only way he's selling seats is if his girlfriend come with him.
Oh shit. Nope. That messed up, Josh.
I'm saying they're gonna come see her more than they see Clay.
I mean, hey. All I
Yeah.
just saying, think about it. New Orleans got that point. The guard.
Who? Jordan Poole?
Yeah.
Is he playing?
No, you talking about Washington. I'm talking about New Orleans.
No, Jordan Poole is in New Orleans.
I thought he was.
He got traded from New Orleans to. He got traded from Washington to New Orleans.
Oh well,
because CJ McCollum is in Washington now.
I can't keep up with all the motherfuckers.
Yeah, CJ McCollum is in Washington now, and Jordan Poole is in New Orleans.
But what I'm saying, New Orleans needs some help. Zion not doing nothing. That's who we should be talking about. Zion, to me, is a bust. To me,
is that help stuff, man.
Yeah, he's a
look at AD.
He's a what if player.
The same thing like AD. He is the same thing like AD. Think about it.
Yeah, it's just, bro. These star players is not. They market ain't as big as what we think it should be or it should be. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, the CBA now is forcing these front offices to draft well.
But
you know what I'm saying? Instead of just trying to put a big three together, they ain't gonna work like that.
But you gotta look at it. Do the NBA make these owners be accountable?
As far as what? What you mean?
The players, is they really injured? Is the players really injured?
AD, I think, is injured.
But what I'm saying, like
Zion
maybe play 30% of the time. They're like what? 20 games, 30 games.
Right.
Now, he come up, oh, my toenail, my bunions, my arthritis. Are you really injured? Do you want to
listen? If he ain't injured and he been faking all this time, man, I mean, the NBA need to I don't know, bro. They need to force the Pelicans owner to sell the team.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I never seen a basketball player that to get up like him and do the stuff that he do for 20 games. Then the next 30 games, you be out. I ain't never seen no shit like that.
But you know what? That's the thing with
AD.
That's the difference in like NBA money and NFL money. Like NBA contracts are gonna pay you, if you're a young player, that is, they're gonna pay you off of your potential of what you're gonna be in, the next 2 to 4 years, 3 years or so. But the NFL paying you off of like what you are, because the life in the NFL is shorter than the life in the NBA. You see what I'm saying? So the NFL is paying you off of what you are right now, not what you're gonna be 3 years from now. The NBA paying you off of, if you're a young player, that is, I'm saying, paying you off of what you're gonna be in 3 years. But if you're a veteran player, they're gonna pay you off of what you are or what you have been.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I think that's what a lot of these young players is getting over in the NBA off of.
Right.
They do just enough to get these people to see the potential in them in 3 years, and they pay them all this max money, and they don't play and they don't live up close to what you thought they were going to be in 3 years. So
is that on the owner? I mean, the GM, or is that on the players?
I think that's just on the league. That's on the league in general.
You
know what I'm saying?
If I'm paying you and you just playing 30% of the time while you here, why are I wasting my money and you're not playing half of the time, but you still getting paid?
Yeah, why? I guess that's what, like, what that's why I guess is why they made the rule as far as the minimum required games to be an all NBA. And if you miss them many games, you're not qualified to be an all NBA, which takes away money off your contract, your next contract.
Right,
extension. You know what I'm saying?
But do these players really want to play the game of basketball? It are different from today players and back in the 90 players. It a bit different. The 90 players, Michael Jordan said he played every chance he got. He played basketball. These players, they be like, "Oh, I broke a nail. I need to go to the sideline for 80 games."
They just done made it too easy for them to get a lot of money.
Right.
So, you know what I'm saying?
That certainly today players just be pissing me off because it don't make sense. To me, it don't make sense.
It don't. It's just
you got opportunity to play the sport you love and you take it for granted.
Yeah. I mean, it's a few other
Ben Simmons.
Yeah, that's a waste.
A waste of time.
He'll waste of time, talent, and
right.
Hey, he'll waste the ink for whoever was signing his check. That was a waste of ink coming out the pen.
When they made his jersey, that was
a waste of fabric.
Right.
That was a
you
waste
had
of paper.
All the talent in college. You played with the 76ers for how many years? 4 or 5?
Something like that, because they gave him an extension. So
right now, talking about in my mental.
Yeah, that's a waste. And I don't think Ben Simmons is on nobody's roster now that I think about it.
It was an article the other day I seen. He said somebody asked him, "Will you ever play for the 76ers again?" He said, "No. Dog, don't nobody want your funky ass."
Dog, listen, I'm glad you said that because I think the Knicks tried to sign him, but he didn't want to sign with the Knicks.
Right.
So they moved on.
Right, you better be happy to get a contract. The way people spend money today.
Ben is soft. Like I think Ben went to the wrong city from the get-go. Like Philly is a big sports city, and that's one of them cities that'll let you know
about yourself.
Yeah. When you fucking up, Ron, they'll let you know.
Right.
Like I remember we was playing the Eagles one time, right? And we was in Philly playing the Eagles, and the Eagles was up by 17 at the halftime. I think it was like 20-3 or something like that at halftime. So the Eagles got the ball after halftime, up 20-3 now. They got the ball after halftime, and they went 3 and out. And this is when Carson Wentz was still there. They went 3 and out after getting the ball after halftime, up 20-3, and they went 3 and out, and the fans booed them for going 3 and out, coming out of halftime, up 17.
But do you blame them? They expect they want the best. They don't want to see no product on the field that people have stepped doing their job. Not keep it 100. A lot of these players have stepped. They don't want to run the routes. They don't want to block nobody. They don't want to do nothing. But you want to get the money and what comes with the money.
Yeah, it didn't like it's more money now in the league than it's ever been.
Right.
And it's only going up. The salaries and stuff is only going up. So
bingo.
You know, it's gonna be even more money in the future.
Right.
So if the NBA don't do something about it, which I think, you know, I don't know how this gonna got what to do with the CBA, but I think the CBA is just making it where teams can't stack the deck and have super teams no more.
I mean, but you can't,
unless you draft that.
But
now, if you draft that like OKC, then or if you draft like Houston.
But you Detroit. Can't say that because if say me, you, and Josh come together like we do every Monday, and we decide we're gonna take a cheap deal. Say I take 10, you take 10, Josh take 10.
Right.
On one team, what can they say?
Well, no, I'm saying when I say super team, I'm talking about like stars and superstars.
The one
you know what I'm saying? I don't think they're gonna. I don't think them type of players is gonna take that type of deal.
I mean, I just saying for an example, we all take 10 million.
Oh yeah, now if they do something like that,
right?
Then I don't, there ain't really nothing. But I don't think these guys is doing that now. You know what I'm saying? Like San Antonio got Dallin Harper, Stephon Castle, and Wemby. They drafted those 3 guys.
Right.
Then you got Detroit, got Cade Cunningham. They got Jalen Duran, and they got the Thompson twin. They drafted those. Then you look at Houston, who's got the other Thompson twin,
Kevin Durant,
Jabbar Smith, and Sengun. Those were 3. I ain't even gonna say KD because KD came as a free agent. I'm just talking about the big 3s that are drafted there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So,
but if you look at it, when Miami Heat were at, when they had LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh, I think it might be one team that think about that. You know what? They're trying to do what they did. And all the NBA players, they friends.
Right.
They're friends. They be shaking. All right, good game. Oh, you want my jersey, huh? Let me get yours.
Yeah.
But I think one phone call. Oh, you want LeBron James, Kevin Durant, and Clay. But if they decide to take a cheap deal to put other players around them, I think they would do that. That's just my opinion. I think it always gonna be an owner gonna be like, I want a big 3 on mine. And I don't care how much it costs.
But see, that's the thing. Like the penalty going into them aprons is costing so much. Like these owners is now starting to be like, nah, we ain't paying that much. Because that's why Boston had to trade away Porzingis. They had to trade away Drew Holiday. But they had to bust that up because of that apron. You know what I'm saying?
Look what Boston did, though.
That was before the new CBA kicked in.
Right, but I just saying they got a chip.
Yeah, before the CBA. I'm saying once the CBA kicked in, and them aprons and them penalties kicked in, and they was over that apron and them penalties, they got rid of Porzingis. They got rid of.
But what I'm saying is they just want a chip. If you to put together a team real fast and get that chip, they'll be like, fuck all the other motherfuckers. Y'all.
Yeah, I'm saying, yeah, you're right. They did it, but soon as that CBA kicked in, they got rid of that shit. They weren't paying no more of them penalties.
But think about a team like Minnesota, Timberwolves.
Right.
They almost there. We know they will not go far. We know they might go to the 3rd round of the playoffs and get not the first out. What if you to get your own big 3 and get that chip?
So what player could they? Who do you think they go after? They need a point guard. So what point guard you think?
Giannis?
No, I'm talking about a point guard.
Giannis?
Nah, I don't think Minnesota's gonna be in on Giannis.
Look, I
I don't think that Minnesota has anything that Milwaukee will want outside of Ant-Man, which is not happening.
Right.
And probably give up Julius Randle, but
right. You give him now 2 draft picks. You already got a big man already. Let him do his job. Giannis, they play point forward. Giannis is just like Magic Johnson. Think about it. He did come up with the ball.
I don't think Giannis can distribute the ball that well.
He did it before.
I don't think he's that kind of like distributor. You know what I'm saying? So let me see what Giannis average assist wise.
20 assists, maybe what? 10? It always there's one searcher out there that you could get. Shout out to.
Okay, so this season he averaged 6 assists.
Right.
But the thing about it is, if he goes to, like you said, Minnesota, the ball in the way that the ball is in his hands in Milwaukee, it won't be like that in Minnesota because they got Ant-Man.
But that did take time.
They're not taking the ball away from Ant-Man to make Giannis the primary ball handler.
They did it in Miami with Dwayne Wade and LeBron James.
But LeBron James, those were like the earlier years. You know what I'm saying? Like Giannis is how old? 31? He's 31. But I don't think that if if Minnesota gets Giannis, they're not taking the ball out of Ant-Man's hand. If they bring somebody in there, it's gonna be to complement Ant-Man, not to take away from Ant-Man, because that's their future. Nobody's coming in there is gonna be the face of Minnesota. Ant-Man is solidified himself as the franchise guy in Minnesota.
But every Batman needs Robin. Ant-Man needs Robin.
What are you giving up if you Minnesota to get Giannis?
The player you just ran off.
Who? Julius Randle?
Yeah, bye. Deuces.
Who else? Because you're gonna have to give up about 3 players in 2 picks.
Now
it's gotta be players that Milwaukee want.
Ooh.
You see what I'm saying?
Ooh.
It's because if you, like I said before, if you trade Giannis out of Milwaukee is essentially gonna be rebuilding. Right. So you're gonna have to get a team that has young enough talent, and if you take on a big contract, it's gonna have to be an expiring contract.
Right.
So you can get picks with that. You know what I mean? And
I just looking at, I think Ant-Man needs some help.
Now, if you talking about point guard, there are point guard options out there to help Minnesota. You know what I'm saying? You're looking at maybe a Kyrie when he come back from injury. What about Ja? You know what I'm saying?
See,
when he come back. Well, I guess he back. I'm not sure if he back yet or not.
But the problem, can he stop doing the stupid shit? That the problem with Ja Morant. Can he grow the fuck up? That would be nasty if you put him and Ant-Man together.
That's what I'm saying. That's.
But can Ja Morant grow the fuck up? That's the problem with, because at this point, a lot of teams like we not fucking with him.
But one of them gonna have to go. Julius Randle or somebody gonna have to go because they not gonna be paying Ja max money, Ant-Man max money.
But
Gobert getting paid and Julius Randle getting paid.
But who say they will pay Ja Morant?
No, his contract comes with him. He's already getting paid. So his contract gonna come with him. Then you already paying Ant-Man, you're paying Julius Randle, and you're paying Rudy Gobert. So either Gobert or Julius Randle is gonna have to go.
Randle, we don't never hear nothing about him.
So then where would you play Jaren Jackson?
Jaren Jackson going to keep on doing. He coming off the sideline.
So you bringing Jaren Jackson off the bench after the contract he got?
Mm-hmm. He's still
that's the tricky thing about the CBA. Like it used to be easy to just put plug because but now it's like you gotta. It ain't easy now. It's making these front offices figure out how we gonna build a team without stacking the deck.
Right. It's like you got to play chess now, not Tetris no more.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
When you play chess, you got to think about your move. The same way in the NBA. When you play chess, you got to think about your move.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like the CBA has killed the blockbuster trades.
Mm-hmm.
Because nobody's really giving up this young up-and-coming talent and these picks, especially in this upcoming draft when you got, supposed to be a pretty solid draft. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because hell, think about it. Houston need a point guard. But like they not willing to give up any of that young talent to get a point guard. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because Fred VanVleet, he out for the season.
Mm-hmm.
They tried the Thompson twin at the point, but that ain't quite worked out, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Then that's just really they don't really want to give up what they have to give up to go and get a point guard. You're not giving up Thompson twin, you're not giving up Sengun, you're not giving up Jabbar Smith. You don't want to give up on Reed Shepherd. You definitely ain't getting moving KD. And then the pieces that you are willing to move, that's not enough to get you the kind of point guard that you want.
Right.
So, you know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. It's tough. The CBA is pretty much all the blockbuster stuff. The CBA is pretty much, it done killed that and made these front offices really, like you said, play chess, not checkers. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's I don't even know who. Other small time players can be moved, but I'm talking about like the big names.
Right. You know can you really depend on the superstars? Can you
the superstars we know is aging? Like KD is aging, LeBron is aging, Steph is aging, Giannis is aging. All those guys are aging.
That's my point right there.
And
so
the
now,
newest,
right. So now you got to make superstars now.
Right. Ant-Man is Luka. Those are the younger.
Right.
Shai Gilgeous. Those are the younger superstars now.
So now
Wemby is gonna be super. Is is turning into superstardom.
Right. They're tall in mouth. What 7'2"?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe AD go back to Chicago, back to his hometown. Maybe I don't know.
You think Chicago would take?
I mean, that's his hometown. I mean,
you know what? If AD don't get traded, AD might well go to Walmart.
They could send. I don't know, do a 3-team trade or something like that, and send Kobe White over there. Because I think Josh Giddey is the playmaker in Chicago, and they got some other young talent, and they've been trying to trade Vucevic for the past 2 years.
Try 3
or 3, yeah, 2 to 3 years they've been trading Vucevic. So
they got a problem on their hands, but
yeah, that's what I'm saying. The CBA, bro, it done leveled a lot of this stuff out, and now everybody can't do what OKC doing because everybody don't have the scouting department, everybody don't have the draft picks at their disposal, and a lot of this stuff that's done failed, like the Clippers, they done failed horribly. You know what I mean? The whole OKC Thunder franchise
came
up off of them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The Clippers ain't
But
did shit.
I just said it always gonna be that sucker you to get. The Clippers were that sucker they got. They got.
The Clippers got. It was the sucker.
So now the Clippers got all these veterans over here. I mean, they were that sucker. So
they got licked. Yeah, they got licked. But yeah, man, college football, man. I'm gonna be real with you, Ron. This shit here was probably one of the worst Heisman races in recent memory. Because it really was no clear-cut
favorite
guy. Yeah, it was it wasn't really no clear-cut, but I say that to say this. It's I mean, it just seemed like to me ever since the NIL became a legal thing to do in college sports, like college sports then kind of it ain't got that tradition no more. It then kind of fell off. You know what I mean? It then became like Hollywood. It ain't really that authentic, grinded out. It ain't that no more. The NIL is pretty much killed all that.
I feel like this. I feel like if you're gonna be in the running for the Heisman, you should be playing the top teams in college football. Who Oklahoma played this year? Any top team?
They played Bama. Well, they in the SEC, so they play the SEC schedule.
So how many wins they got?
I don't know. They in the college football playoffs.
My whole thing.
They played Texas.
Really?
Yeah, they play the SEC schedule. They play Texas every year. That's the rival.
I think Ghana should have been in that running too. From Georgia Bulldogs.
I mean, you might as well, according to the type of season that everybody else had. I mean, it wasn't nobody that was just like. There was no Travis Hunter this year. Right. There was no Ashton Jenney this year. There was no Shador, no Cam Ward. But you know what I mean? But if any of those guys were in this Heisman, any of them four could have won this Heisman.
Right.
Now, Mendoza in Indiana, he did have a Heisman moment when he came back at Penn State and won that game. Now, that game-winning drive started with a sack. So he drove down the field and had a Heisman moment then. And I hadn't seen a whole lot of Indiana football, but I seen that game, and that was a Heisman performance.
We could say that about what's his name from Georgia. Look what he been doing all year.
Who? Who you talking about from Georgia?
The Georgia Bulldogs quarterback. Look what he been doing.
Gunnar Stockton.
Yeah. He been 300, 400, 200 yards every week.
But I'm saying, like, that moment, Mendoza, I'm not saying Mendoza was like the best player in college football, but I'm just saying if you had to pick a moment, a Heisman moment that he had this season, that Heisman moment to me was the Penn State game on the game-winning drive.
Yeah.
So, but that ain't really saying a whole lot because if you look at his overall stats wasn't really like Heisman Trophy stats. Like Cam Ward had better stats last year. Shador had better stats last year. If anything, I think they should have been old boy from Notre Dame, the running back, Jeremiah Love. But
I think me and you and Josh got better stats on Madden.
but you know, it was just like a weak Heisman to me. And I say that to say this because I think that the whole NIL and college football committee, they pretty much done killed
college football,
the bowl season. Yeah. Like you got teams opting out. Now it went from players opting out of the games to now the whole team is opting out of the game.
Right. Because Me and you talked about this last week. The Bama situation. Notre Dame's supposed to be in that spot. And people making fun of Notre Dame, talking about they crying, they bitching. I will be mad too. Because this the second time they did a team like this.
Yeah.
They did it to Florida State last year. And you doing it to Notre Dame this year? That fucked up.
So
because Bama?
So here are the list of teams that are opting out. You got Notre Dame, Iowa State, Kansas State, Baylor, Rutgers, Florida State, Auburn, UCF, Kansas, and Temple. Now, some of these teams opted out because they don't have a coach. Right. But still, there's no reason to opt out because this ain't the first time. And I get it. It's a lot of college coaches they got fired this year. But that ain't the first. It ain't the only. It won't be the last time a college coach get fired. Right. And teams still chose to play the bowl game. But now they opting out. So that's what I'm saying. Like, we can understand Notre Dame opting out because they feel like they were snubbed from college football playoffs. So they don't choose not to play. You know, so it done got worse. It done went from players sitting out to now the whole team is just opting out not to play.
Because college football is like buddies. It's a buddy system. Look at Bama. Bama lost 3 times. And they were like, you know what? We don't care. We gonna let them in because they Bama. No. It doesn't supposed to work like that. Just because y'all kissing ass, you kissing your sister in Alabama, doesn't mean it work like that. Doesn't mean it work like that, player.
So how does this look when you got these big brands that sponsoring these bowl games and these teams are opting out? Like, how does that make the brand look? How does that make the whole thing look?
It make them look real bad. It make even the people that pick the teams to put them in the tournament make them look even worse because they finna lose a lot of money.
Right, and not just them, you know, even the local economy that these cities that's hosting these games, a lot of people come in, which means the prices on a lot of stuff go up. Hotels, rental cars, flights, all that shit that these teams or these cities make revenue off of during bowl season when these teams come and play. They not, you know, restaurants, everything, Uber, everything is affected. You know what I'm saying?
Well, once again, only college people that they care about one thing or 2 things: Bama and money. Who said the most merchandise or views? How many people watching their team around the world?
Well, you know, I mean, Notre Dame is a historical, legendary school.
We know that, but they don't care. The committee, they don't care about nobody.
And then every year they making up different rules as to why this team didn't get in and why this team did. Because nobody from the I thought, now this is what I thought. I could have been, you know, misunderstood and been wrong, but I thought if you win your conference, you get in.
Right.
Because nobody from the ACC, what Miami did, but nobody from Miami didn't even make. How the hell did Miami get in and didn't even make the ACC championship game? But the team that made the ACC championship game and won didn't get in. That's what I'm trying to figure out. How the hell they got this shit set up? To me, Ron, now let me just say this real quick. To me, Ron, ever since the NIL been a legal thing to do, it seems to me, this just me, like they were so in a hurry to get money involved that all this other shit wasn't even thought about when it came with the after effect of the money. And now they got all this money involved with the NIL and the players getting paid. Now they trying to go back and put rules and regulations on certain things that should have already been put in regulation before the money was issued.
Right.
Because if you were going to do a college football playoff, and I get it, stuff happening, you got to make changes to make the system better every year. You got to evaluate it. You got to make sure it's fair. You got to make sure it's right. But every year you can't be coming up with different shit to justify this year that you didn't do it last year. And I get it. It done went from 4 teams to 12 teams, and they was talking about expanding to 16 teams.
Right.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, it sounds crazy, and I get it. The records got something to do with it. Strength of schedule, who you play, who you beat, this, that. I get that. But if you think about it, it's crazy because Miami did not play in the ACC championship game, and they are in the playoffs. But the teams that played in the ACC championship game and won didn't even make it, and they are conference champ. So at what point are they gonna really sit down and address the rules? And they should have had that adjusted, then the money. But it seems like they put all the money first, then trying to go back and fix and adjust stuff now.
I finna tell you that when I get younger people to vote, or all the teams will go in my opinion, all the older people out there that vote for Temple or this team, that team, when they get all the older people out and put in younger people out there, they win all the, because it bias. It bias.
So you saying there's a bunch of old asses up there in the committee that don't know shit.
Yeah. All they know, Bama in there. Oh, we like Bama. It's good for the culture.
It's tradition.
No, it's not. A bullshit.
It's tradition for Bama to be in.
Right, in tradition. They thought Bama was going to walk the dog on Georgia. That's what they thought. If you go back and watch, before that game come on, the SEC championship, they had Kobe there and they had Bama head coach. And Kobe was looking at that man was like this. Kobe was looking at him like, you know you fucked up, right? You know you fucked up. I'm finna give you what you want. You been asking for the ass whooping, so I'm finna take you to the woodshed. And that what happened.
Yeah, I still can't. It just sounds crazy that Miami, which they deserve to be in, at 10, did not play in the ACC championship game.
Yeah,
and the 2 teams that played, even the winner that won the ACC didn't even make it, because the 2 teams that played were Virginia and Duke. And neither one of those, even the winner of that game. Because we knew the loser obviously wasn't gonna get in because it's ACC. I mean, but the winner of that conference didn't even make it, and Miami made it and didn't even play.
Make it make sense, right?
Yeah, I mean that sound kind of crazy, but that's what I'm saying. It sounds like since the NIL has become a legal thing, it's like the money was the first thing. And the rules and all that shit, we just gonna figure that shit out later on.
We're gonna figure out a bunch of,
as we go. But now it's a bunch of jumbo stuff that people pointing out, and it's like you can't even give a logical explanation for it to make sense. You know what I'm saying? But the money there, you see what I'm saying? They get
all
paid.
They care about money, and the old forts that be putting the teams in there. That's all they care about. They don't care about Notre Dame, Florida State, the people that watch these games all the time. They care about Bama. They care about all the big time teams.
So what conference is James Madison? Let me see what that is.
I don't even know.
Let me look that up because they made it in at 12. They're in the Sun Belt Conference.
Mm.
Yeah, they're in the Sun Belt Conference.
But
so it's almost like, hell, if I'm the winner of the ACC, if I'm the winner of the ACC championship game, which I'm the ACC champ,
right,
and I don't get in, hell, I might as well join the list of schools opting out the bowl. Like,
right.
shit, I won my conference championship, and a team that didn't is in.
Even if that me, shit, I might well don't go to the draft. You're not gonna let me in anyway.
Yeah. I mean,
what the point of staying here and getting why I came to school?
So did they do away? Because I know in the SEC they did away with the East West. Did they ever have that in the ACC?
Last time I checked for a minute, then they did away with it. They tried to bring it back a couple of years ago, but it did not work out too well.
Oh.
What I mean by that, not too many people were watching it. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Not too many care for
it. That's crazy, man. That just,
yeah.
I think it's like the combination of NIL, which is good that the kids is getting paid because these schools has made so much money,
right?
Over the years off of it. But at some point, you should have had it regulated where it just wasn't all over the place like it is now. You know what I'm saying?
All they care about is money, power, and respect. We're gonna pay you $1.5 million to come here, play football. Y'all win the SEC with legend. Bama got in what 10-3?
Who Bama? Bama is hold on, I just had it pulled up. Let me pull it back up. Hold on. Bama is 9th. They didn't move. They stayed at 9.
No, what I'm talking about, they record.
Oh, they Bama's record. Oh, Bama got 3 losses, including the SEC championship game, because they lost to Florida State and Oklahoma, and then they lost in the SEC championship game to Georgia.
So we're gonna pay you money. We're gonna sell your jerseys. We're gonna do all this. We're gonna put buildings, make the school look better, but we're gonna take advantage of you too at the same time. Make that make sense?
Yeah. Now I'm all for them getting paid. I don't want nobody to
get your money. I'm not
to misunderstand what I'm saying, but what I'm saying is it should be regulated. It should be capped.
Right.
It should be a cap. Each team should have a cap.
Right. But once again, the old forts in there that put the teams in there, you number 1, you number 2, you number 3, or whatever. Till we get them out of that office, it's gonna be like this for a long time. And because it bias play a big part of college football. It play a big part of college football.
Yeah, and that's exactly what it's looking like, because there's no way in the hell that if you win your conference championship game, a team that didn't even make it got in, and I won mine and didn't get in. So I'm not understanding why Miami didn't play in there. That's why I was asking, did they have like the SEC had the East West, but SEC don't do that no more.
Right. Let's just say Bama in there, and let's just say they get drugged
by Oklahoma.
Let's just say Oklahoma put up 50 on them.
50. Damn.
50. Now, do that make the team look bad, or do that make the people that put Bama in it bad?
Both, but more of the committee who put them in there.
Damn stupid. So now they will go to the off season. They'll be like, "Oh shit, Bama just got drugged. We cannot depend on them no more. They're not the golden goose now."
In the first round.
In the first round. If they get drugged, but let's just say, okay, let's just say they lose about 2 touchdowns by Oklahoma. How bad that would look? They just lost by,
because Oklahoma done beat them 2 years in a row. They beat them last year. They beat them this year.
Right. Let's just say Oklahoma, their quarterback throw for 400 yards, 5 touchdowns on Bama defense. Who that would look worse on? The committee or Bama?
I think it would probably be both, but more of the committee though, because
So now Oklahoma finna take them to the woodshed. Remember that old school movie, Old Yeller?
Yeah, that's how it's gonna be. It's gonna be
real
belt
nice
ass.
had to put down Old Yeller.
It's gonna be belt ass.
It's gonna be belt to ass all over again. And I'm gonna have me some popcorn just looking at it.
I don't know, bro. It's a lot of it just don't seem like the bowl season is what it used to be. You know what I'm saying? It's just
a lot of bias in college.
Players is opting out, and now you got teams opting out.
Why? Okay. Why would I risk my health and my draft stock? You're not gonna let me play anyway. We not in the playoffs. Why I gonna risk my health to play in a bowl game? Even Notre Dame, they made it to the, and they would not let them in. And people talk about they crying, they mad. Yeah, I'm mad too.
But the thing about Notre Dame, I hear people say is they not in a conference. Yeah, I get it. They not in a conference, but hell, they made it all the way to the national championship game last year without being in the conference.
Right. So
and this ain't their first time making it to the national championship game. As far as I can remember, Notre Dame hadn't been in the conference. When last time Notre Dame was in the conference?
Whew.
You know what I'm saying? They've been independent for a while, but yet they've still been making the playoffs and making it to, because they made it to the national championship game years ago against Bama. That's when they had the linebacker, Manti Te'o.
Mm-hmm.
And, Bama beat the hell out of them, but they still made it as an independent school. So I don't understand why people now bringing up Notre Dame not getting in because they wasn't in a conference. Bias. They ain't been in the conference in a while.
Right. Bias. They wanted to see Bama in there. No matter if we would have beat Bama or not, they still would have put Bama in there. Yeah, a lot of bias. And like I just said, it go back to what I just said, the old forts that put the teams in there. That's what you would get every time.
That's crazy. It's if anybody got the answer to that, let me know.
Me too.
How do you play for your conference championship and win and not get in, but a team get in that didn't play for the conference championship?
Right.
It's almost just like do away with the conference championships. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? It really don't. It hurt teams more than it help them if you lose. Right. So a lot of teams really try to avoid it if they can. If they can avoid it and still make the college football playoffs, that's what they do. But now some teams have to get there to have a chance at the college football playoffs.
But
So-
after that bullshit, did the second time they doing this, why would I even want to go to the playoffs or the conference?
So I'm wondering, like, who's approving these teams to, not playing these bowl games? You know what I'm saying? Are these teams, are the players wanting to play, and it's just the AD at these schools are saying, nah, we're not playing, or the coaches wanted and pulling the plug and saying no? Who pulling the plug and saying no, we ain't playing?
I think the players said no, we're not playing because the bullshit going on.
Okay. You don't think it's the coach?
No, I think the coach asked the players, hey, do y'all want to play in these bowl games? They said, hell no.
And so the coach go ahead and pull them out,
Right.
Or do what he got to do to not.
Right. He be like, shit, my team they don't want to play. Why would I want my team to play and they feel some type of way? And if I go against my team will look at me fucked up. So they will start listening to me, and it's gonna be a lot more bullshit going on.
Yeah, boy, it's just. So is this making bowl season in college football look bad because you got teams opting out now?
Yes, real bad. Remember,
I'm just wondering about these sponsors, these brands, these companies that sponsoring these games, and then you got teams that's just think about like a city or an area that thrives off bowl season because they're not a major city, and bowl season is one of the big events that come to that city during the year. And now you got teams opting out of that bowl, and that city or whatever is they're not gonna get hotel revenue with people coming in town with rooms, the Airbnbs, the Ubers, the restaurants, the airports, the flights, the rental cars, all that stuff is not going to be. A lot of stuff get affected.
So now it backfire on them, and that will make the people that pick all these teams to go in change their mind. They will think twice now because you taking away money now.
Right.
You take away deals now. So the more people talk about this and the more people say, hey, we don't like the bullshit y'all doing over there. By the way, we're going to take this $1.5 million away from y'all, the TV deal or something. They're going to think twice by doing this shit going forward.
So you think the consequences need to be more severe?
Yep. I think all these TV deals, shoe deals, or whatever.
But see, finding them 1.5 ain't really gonna do nothing.
I mean,
these teams is once they fire their coaches, they got ridiculous buyouts for these coaches. So 1.5 ain't gonna be nothing for these schools to pay when they got buyouts for these coaches like $30-40 million. You know what I'm saying? So,
but I just came up with a number. I mean, I just was saying, and all these TV deals say, okay, let's say all of it come up to $90 million. With everything. And every college got to come up with half. The people that pick these games and these teams, they're going to think twice by going for it, by doing the bullshit again.
So, I mean, college football going to have to come up with a solution because it's going to be a trending thing now because now every year somebody is going to get snubbed.
Right.
And they just going to follow the trend of, okay, if we got snubbed, and we feel like we should have been in based off of this, and this, and they snub us and don't put us in, well, we just gonna do what they did last year. We're not gonna play.
Right.
We'll just pay the fine, $2 million fine or whatever. We can play.
They'll be like, you know what? My kids need to go to the draft anyway.
they gonna this to college football. They're gonna have to find a solution to this the same way the NBA is finding a solution to load management.
Right. If you get in a pocket,
they gonna have to find a solution to it. Find some way to stop it or prevent it. You know what I mean? But the same thing in the NBA with load management. They gonna have to, and they trying to prevent the load management thing with the requirements of games played, so you can be eligible for all NBA, and then that will increase your money on your contract. So
do you know who started that?
What, load management?
Yeah.
What team or player? Because the Spurs were doing it.
That who started
with Popovich and Tim Duncan and them,
That who started.
And it wasn't even a thing talked about when they were talking about it, but it wasn't like bad.
Right.
Now when everybody else started copying it and it started getting spread it like a wildfire throughout the league and everybody started doing it, now it became an issue.
A problem.
Yeah, it became an issue.
Right. So
but yeah, man. Week 15, Ron, we gonna get into it because when you first opened the show up, you was talking about our division, the NFC South. It looked like don't nobody want the division because, like you said, it's only down to 2 teams, Tampa and Carolina. So Atlanta and New Orleans is out. So
right. I asked my co-host last night. I asked him. He a Philly fan. I said, if Tampa Bay don't win out, Carolina don't win out, who would they put in there? And he was like, I don't know. And we gave it to y'all by beating Tampa Bay. That's what I don't understand. Y'all should have drugged the fuck out of New Orleans.
But you know what? The crazy part, the part that pissed me off, Ron, was the fact that we played like this coming off a bye week. Because, last week we had a bye week, and we had already lost to New Orleans earlier in the season. Not early, but, about a month ago or so in the season.
Mm-hmm.
And now we coming to play New Orleans again in New Orleans, coming off a bye week. And we come out here and look like this. We, for whatever reason, just catch hell with the Saints. Or lately been catching hell with the Saints. So, I don't know, man. It's just, I don't know. Somebody gave us first in the division and we couldn't take advantage by winning the game against a team that ain't even trying to win.
Right.
And we trying to win, but can't even beat the team that's not trying to win. And they probably pissed off that they did win.
Right. We gave it to y'all.
The Saints probably pissed. The Saints probably pissed that they won the game because it probably bumped them up in the draft in the draft spot, and they ain't trying to win and they pissed off.
Right.
And they could not win the game because it was so obvious for them to win the game that they didn't want to be investigated either. Because if they didn't win that game, there would have been an investigation into why the Saints ain't win the game. Because the game was clearly right there for the Saints to win. So they ain't want to go through that, but I can't understand it, bro.
We beat Tampa Bay. And after the game, after we beat Tampa Bay, that's all they talked about. Well, Carolina should be happy right now. They got a good chance to win the division. Then here y'all come. We gave it to y'all. We put it on a silver platter. We were like, huh?
Yeah, man. Listen.
I'm like, hey,
we I don't know, bro. We coming off a bye week, we should have been better prepared. That should have been a winnable game.
Right.
Very winnable game. But now we got Tampa Sunday, Then next Sunday we got Seattle, and then we got Tampa again. So 2 of the last 3 games against it. That's a tough schedule. Tampa twice, and then Seattle. But at least we got Seattle coming to us. We don't have to go.
Let me ask you this: if y'all don't win out, if Tampa Bay don't win out, who win that division?
I mean, that can't happen because we play each other twice. So
y'all the tie.
Then it will go to I forgot the next thing they moved to if the 2 teams in the tie. I think division records. They will go to who got a better division record if the 2 teams in the tie.
Well, that would be us then.
No, I'm talking about between.
Oh, between y'all two.
Y'all two. Yeah. Hell no.
He said, oh shit.
No, it won't. No. Y'all might as well go ahead and because I think the Giants the Giants got the first pick. They lost yesterday. So that put them
we need to talk about the Jets.
I think they fired their defensive coordinator too.
Now, then my question to you. You're going to trade your best defensive players to Dallas and to the Colts. What do you think was going to happen? You thought y'all were better than your superstars on the defense? The people you just traded to Dallas and the Colts?
I don't know, bro.
Then you gonna fire your defensive coordinator because y'all made a stupid move?
Steve Wilkes.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, and because they did get rid of 2 defensive guys. They got rid of Quentin Williams and they got rid of Sauce Gardner.
Right.
But I think the Colts then got suckered with the Sauce Gardner move. 2 first-round picks for Sauce. That wasn't the move because now you looking at Daniel Jones who suffered a season. Yep, he suffered. What did he tear? Achilles. That Daniel Jones. That was Achilles injury. So now he suffered a season-ending Achilles injury that's gonna linger over in the next season. And you don't have first-round picks in this draft or next to get a quarterback. And the other DB Ward, Tre'Davious Ward, if I say his first name right, if I mispronounce it, damn it, don't get mad at me. Last name Ward. Yeah. He's hurt with yet another concussion. Then you got Sauce Gardner, who's been hurt since he came over there. I think he played in that game against y'all over there and overseas. It was and after that he got hurt.
Yeah.
So now you don't have first round picks in this draft or next to get a quarterback. Anthony Richardson is looking like the bust of, he's the Anthony Davis of the NFL. Yeah. I mean, he was out there with the resistance band and got popped in the eye, Ron. You cannot make this shit up, bro. You cannot make this up, bro. Because the Colts, in my opinion, drafted him too high. He was a project when he got drafted, and they drafted him, I think, with the 4th overall pick. And he ain't done a goddamn thing with the Colts.
You know what they thought he was?
I don't know what they thought he was, but he's showing you what they ain't.
I done named 2 quarterbacks. They thought he would be just like him. No, I done named 3. They thought he was Michael Vick, Cam Newton, and Lamar Jackson all into one. That's what they thought. And they see he could not read no defense in college. Because Georgia we played him in college. And we beat him like he stole something. In college. We went to Florida and bust his ass. in college. And he could not read no defense. You just look at it right now.
Yeah, he was a project quarterback.
Right. They thought he was Michael Vick, Cam Newton, and Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, he was Lou, what's happening?
What's up, man?
What's up, Lou?
Bro? We you just came in. We was talking about why I had just brought it up that and we're gonna get back to the NFC South, but I had brought up now the Colts trading away those 2 first-round picks for Sauce Gardner is looking like a complete idiotic move. You know,
I mean, shout out to Aaron Glenn for doing what he did, right? I mean, a lot of people were confused on why he would do that. Now he's looking like a genius. You know, he blew up the whole team. I mean, look, so a lot of people were knocking the Jets early on in the season, right? Saying that they're the worst team in the NFL. They can't win a game. But in all reality, and a lot of people were knocking, what's his face? Aaron Glenn, the coach for the Jets.
Right.
You know, it takes, I heard from Dave Canales, interview that he did with somebody that joins the show up at DAE, Christopher Mathis. He asked Dave Canales, how long does it take to really figure out what you have for a team? He goes, when you take on a team, it's like 6 to 8 weeks to figure out who's really on your team, who wants to play for you. And I just think he was rooting out all those players and all those contracts. And how many first-round picks have the Jets got this year? I mean, total for the next 2 years? You know,
I think they got about 4 or 5.
Yeah, so homie's cleaning out the locker room. He's getting rid of dead wood, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? Getting rid of all.
But this the kicker though. How you gonna get rid of your best players on defense? Then you gonna fire the defensive coordinator
because he wait, say that one more time.
They fired Steve Wilkes.
Okay.
So what he's saying is, if you getting rid of some of your best players on defense, why fire the defensive coordinator?
Because he inherited all that. He inherited all those players on defense. He inherited all that. It's kind of like you take a look at the situation with Todd Bowles. Todd Bowles inherited Byron Leftwich. He inherited that whole coaching staff last minute. Not saying that he couldn't make changes. I just think that he got rid of Steve Wilkes.
Yeah, but
maybe he just wanted to give him a chance. You know what I'm saying? Steve Wilkes did have success.
Maybe the guys that he's gonna bring in defensively, another defensive coordinator scheme is gonna fit those guys better. Maybe I
mean, I don't know. I'm having like a different outlook with a head coach, and I say that because from speaking about Tampa Bay's perspective, you know. You look at the defensive-minded coach that we have in Todd Bowles, and I think one of the biggest problems that the Buccaneers have is the consistent rotation of offensive coordinators. You know, that's hurting the team, in my opinion. I think it's better off having an offensive-minded head coach because defensive coordinators, you can kind of rotate those guys. You can bring in different guys, you know. And but the situation with Aaron Glenn, I just think that I'd be patient with the Jets. I think they're going to be much more improved in the next 2 years, especially with all those first-round picks. A lot of 5 first-round picks could turn into maybe 3 or 4 more picks if they decide they want to trade and accumulate more picks. I have a lot of confidence in Aaron Glenn. I mean, you saw what he did with Detroit and that defense. I think he wants to build his own defense pretty much. He inherited, like Sauce Gardner, let's face facts, he wasn't worth 2 first-round picks. The Colts got finessed.
They got sucker.
What did I say?
So like they
found a sucker.
Yeah,
I said the Jets.
That's what it came down to.
Right. They know the Jets.
I think
the Jets knew them. The coach was a sucker. They know that. And they were like, you know what? Give me 2 first-round picks. Huh. Better yet, I got the moving truck outside.
But you know what? This season for the Colts, up until, a few weeks ago, was probably the best season they had in a while. And they felt so good about it because they felt like they got a gem and they found a diamond they found somebody else's garbage, and it was working for them and Daniel Jones up until he got hurt. And they got Jonathan Taylor, who was hurt. They finally got him being the leading rusher in the NFL. And they got a stud tight end, rookie tight end in Tyler Warren. And everything was working for the Colts. And this was the best season they done had in a while. And they went out, they put their chips in, and they went all in, and they traded for Sauce Gardner. And now that Daniel Jones hurt, Achilles injury, that's gonna linger over into next season. Sauce Gardner ain't really been healthy since he been there, outside of that one game he played against y'all overseas. And like you say, you still got Jonathan Taylor, you got Tyler Warren, and Ward is being injury prone. He out for the rest of the season dealing with concussions. So they put their chips and went all in, especially seeing how the AFC was playing out. You know, at the time, Lamar Jackson was out, so Baltimore was on the decline with Lamar Jackson out. Kansas City has been eliminated from the playoffs. So there was really no other team. Oh, and then Pittsburgh is still hovering around 500. So the only other team that they felt like they could really have to compete with would be the Buffalo Bills. And so they put all their chips in and went for the gusto. And now they done lost the division to I think Jacksonville done overtook the division now.
Hey, you know what? Shout out to Jacksonville and Liam Cohen.
Yeah. Yep, that's a former Buck.
Yeah, man. You know, I try to be like, I try to give Todd Bowles the benefit of the doubt, and like I try to put myself in his shoes, and that's no easy tasks. I mean, you lost 2 of your starting wide receivers, the amount of injuries you had on offense, like that's tough, and then you bring in Josh Grizzard. Oh, man, I really miss Liam Cohen. I'm not gonna lie. I thought he was the guy that could really push the team forward. He's doing a hell of a job in Jacksonville, man. He really is. He's doing a really good job. He's a cocky sumbitch, man. But he's got the Jaguars playing. Not too sure about Trevor Lawrence though. I mean, I expect them to be maybe one and done in the playoffs. I don't know. What do you guys think? You think Jacksonville can win with Trevor Lawrence?
No.
I think they can win a playoff game because they probably gonna get.
What? One game.
Yeah, bro. I can't hear you for some reason. I don't know why.
One game. Can you hear me?
If you can hear him, I can't hear him.
Yeah, I hear him.
All right, I'm gonna jump back in.
All right.
Let's see.
What up, Crook? He a Bears fan. Yeah, Lou, you might have to come back out. Go back in.
Yeah, that's what he said. He gonna
but
slide out and slide back in.
I
think Jacksonville would win a game in the playoffs.
Yeah. I mean, I don't trust.
Cincinnati's eliminated.
Yeah.
The AFC is like the top dogs is down. Like, I think Baltimore's still leading their division because they beat Cincinnati and knocked them out yesterday.
But we got to see about Pittsburgh tonight.
That's better.
Yeah, Pittsburgh is not. I don't think Pittsburgh is doing much of nothing.
So who's playing tonight? I didn't even see who's playing
Pittsburgh
tonight.
and Miami.
Yeah.
Oh, good, Crook.
Oh, Pittsburgh and Miami. I don't know what to make of that division too. The AFC North. They're weird, man. Just like the NFC South. I mean, I think the NFC South is the worst division in football. I mean, nobody clearly wants to win that. Good job by the Panthers, Ralph. You guys had that game.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
What did I say? What did I say?
Bourbon Street, man. We was on Bourbon Street.
More than Bourbon Street, man. That was crazy. I mean, I can't really talk. Let's chop it up, Ron, about these Buccaneers and Falcons, man. Like, I had some clips, but I forgot to upload them. A lot of people trying to point the blame at Bowles. This one's blaming that guy. The locker room is cooked, in my opinion, right now. There's a lot of did you guys see any of the videos on X? Ralph, you must have saw some stuff with Mike.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was pissed. He was hot.
I mean, how would you guys feel? Your first game back, you're not getting 1,000 yards to break Jerry Rice's record.
Yeah.
And you just ball out 6 catches, 132 yards. For some reason, Mike makes you guys look foolish. For some reason, I don't know what it is. It's like Julio Jones to the Buccaneers. It was just unfair. Man, I've never seen Mike Evans react that way.
I have.
No, I've never seen him act like that.
I have.
When
he used to get into a fight with that corner with Washington.
Oh, yeah, Lattimore. But I'm saying on the sidelines doing what he was doing.
Oh, yeah.
Never. He was Mr. Level-headed. There must be something really going on in that locker room that nobody's really talking about. Not only that, to bring in JPP, this is not to bring JPP in to, try to get some sacks. And a lot of Buck fans, I think, are a little confused about this. JPP is in there because I think there's a fracture in that locker room. And I think he's a guy that doesn't give a shit and he'll call somebody out. Tom Brady already said it on the Raise the Flags pre-documentary there. It's a pretty cool Prime. It's on Amazon Prime. If you guys have Amazon Prime Video, go check it out. It's pretty cool. It goes into the history of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. It's actually everything, everything you want to know, and it goes into every decade. It's really good, really good. But Brady was saying that JPP was one of the best teammates he's ever had. So what that tells me is that they're bringing in JPP because JPP needs to go there and crack some fucking skulls. Normally, I don't like to do the cussing too much, but I think this is an appropriate time, just because what I saw on fucking Thursday night was horrible. You're up 14 points, and like Mike said. 3rd and fucking 28. 3rd and 28. And you mean to tell me you can't get a stop? These guys need to be held accountable. I mean, and I like the fact that Todd Bowles was fucking cussing at the press conference. I mean, at the post game. Yeah, I like that he did that. But you know what? Sometimes he's got to look at himself in the mirror too, and he's got to be held accountable because that shit's 60-40. 40% of that was on the players. 60% of that is fucking coaching.
Let me say this. I think y'all need to fire Todd Bowles. I think he lost the locker room a long time ago.
For me, it's hard to say let's fire Todd Bowles because if you fire Todd Bowles right now, who you gonna
not right now. Right
at the end of the season.
At the end of the season.
It's tough because it's like if we win the division again and he wins a playoff game, we get eliminated in the divisional round. You're gonna fire him?
But if they not listening to him.
I don't think listen, I was there when they played the New Orleans Saints. It was a monsoon. I was there in the second row. What I saw in that game at Ray J, that was horrendous. They couldn't stop the Saints. But I'm going to give the Saints their credit because they knocked off the Panthers. The Saints are on a FU tour, apparently. I mean, whatever. I mean, they're only hurting themselves by not getting a better draft pick. Yeah. Right? Kudos to them. Right. They're not throwing in the towel. But, I mean, at the end of the day, you know who the NFC South champ is? It's the New England Patriots. Nobody really won this division. This division has been atrocious. It's been horrendous to watch. Nobody wants to win.
You got to look at it. And I said this before the show. Kirk Cousins on y'all. He on y'all. Huh?
Fuck that guy. That's where I'm at. You want to know why? And excuse my language tonight, but I mean, it started with that. You like that? You like that? Oh,
right, but I'm not trying to be disrespectful.
Nah, you're good, bro. You're good.
So, Todd Bowles, to me,
that game was rigged. By the way, too. I'm just messing with you.
Todd Bowles, he lost the locker room a long time ago because you could tell when y'all stopped playing fast in the second half.
What, in that game against the Falcons?
In that game against us.
No way, bro. No way. They were terrible the whole game. They were terrible.
Well, what I'm saying,
they could not stop Kyle Pitts. He was running free. I mean, the way that defense was playing, I think a third string tight end could have got. No, I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't take away from Kyle Pitts' performance. But, I mean, they couldn't stop nobody. They just couldn't stop nobody.
That's what I'm saying. Y'all stop playing for Todd Bowles. Todd Bowles, he remind me of the Pittsburgh head coach.
Oh, Mike Tomlin?
Yeah. You just said he got the attitude. He got like, we gonna whip somebody's ass. But now it like, y'all don't trust him. Y'all don't, he don't talk to his players. When y'all went to the
I'm just kind of curious on why these corners are playing 5 to 8 yards off the ball every single time.
That's my point. He said
it's the players doing that. He's not calling for that. He said that at the very beginning of the season. So I'm just curious. I'm curious about this pass rush is terrible. How much time did Kirk Cousins have in the pocket? Plenty of time.
Coach hasn't. They call his wife. They talk to the kids.
Come on, man.
No, I just mess with you. It's like y'all just gave up in the second half. And
yeah, team gave up.
I was like, what the fuck?
Yep, I was watching that, and anybody notice why that game ended so late?
Which one?
Because they kept on stopping the damn game. Because how many penalties did the Atlanta Falcons have? And
we
had
19.
Fucking win, dude.
19.
That's what pissed me off, dude. They gave them the game to win, and there's a problem here. Like, for them to be up. I mean, listen to this. This is how ironic is this? 3rd and 28, kind of like 28-3 when you guys were up against the Patriots and guys blew that Super Bowl. All right.
You see that? You took your shots.
3rd and 28, they couldn't stop them. 3rd and 28, couldn't stop them when the game was on the line. 19 penalties or 20 penalties for 6,000 yards. They gave them the game away. They were up by 14 points in 3 minutes of the game. Yeah. They blew a 14-point lead, and they went for it on the 2-point conversion. They missed it.
And we lost both of them.
And you guys still won. There's a big problem here. So last offseason, I said, and a lot of people gave me, they didn't get offended, but a lot of people questioned me like, we need to save our draft picks. I'm curious does Todd Bowles talk to Jason Light and say, hey, listen, trade deadline's coming up. We don't have a serious pass rush. That's the reason why the corners are looking bad, because you're hanging the secondary out to dry. They can only cover these receivers 3 to 4 seconds. You know what I'm saying? Kirk Cousins has all the time off the ball. There's no pass rush, and it's killing the secondary. It is. I'm telling you.
Also, your quarterback has not been looking good either.
There's something going on with him too, man. I don't know if it's a confidence thing, man. He almost got Mike Evans paralyzed with that throw
twice.
You know, I don't get it. I mean, I'm not gonna completely take a shit on Baker. But it's just like, man, I don't know what's going on with you. But ever since the first couple of losses off the bye week, man, we can't get it together. Is this a slump? Is this a confidence issue?
Both.
I think there's something going on in the locker room. I think the locker room's gone.
Yeah.
I think there's a mutual. Go ahead. I'm just very positive about this. I haven't.
Y'all lost trust in your head coach.
I think so.
And I hate to say this. I don't want this to happen, but he's going to end up getting fired.
I mean, I don't feel bad for people in the NFL that get fired. You want to know why? Because they make millions of dollars, one.
Right.
Two, they guaranteed a contract.
Right.
So at the end of the day, I feel like it's a business, but I'm just curious, the question that I have for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the question I have for Todd Bowles, if I could ask him a question, it would be, have we talked about trading for one of these premier pass rushers? Because that's the one thing that's lacking on this defense. And now, if you think that the Buck, and I'm being serious with Buck fans, because I'm streaming this to X and stuff like that, so I can get some more traction here with you guys. That is, why aren't we trading for a pass rusher?
Because y'all got 2 good pass rushers already.
No, we don't.
Who would you like to trade for?
I say fuck them picks, okay? Because let's take a look at it. And everybody, I'm going to say something that a lot of people don't want to say. I love Jason Light. I think he's a fantastic GM. But we can't keep taking these chances on these players. Like, I like Kalijah Kancey. I heard that he was supposed to break the sack record this year. He's hurt. He's been hurt every single year we've had him. Yaya Diaby, I feel like it's kind of like the odd man out. I like that draft pick, but he needs to play alongside with a Max Crosby. There you go. I'll go ahead and say it. I don't give a shit. You want to win a Super Bowl? This is your window right now. Maybe you get Mike Evans back next year. I don't know what the situation is. I don't know how bad this locker room looks. I have to see what happens at the end of the season. But if it goes bad, I can understand if Mike doesn't want to come back to Tampa. I understand. I get it. Maybe he wants to go win another Super Bowl. But, I mean, this team is not winning a Super Bowl. There's no pass rush. Hassan Reddick didn't work out.
I finna tell you this. Your head coach, Todd Bowles, would go before Mike Evans would go.
Oh, no, I'm just saying I think Mike is going to do some because his contract's up. I think he's going to really figure out what he wants to do this year, especially if Carolina wins the division. Because I've been saying it. You guys have been listening to me rant and rave on here almost every Monday. Bro, the season's going to come down to the last game, and that's against the Panthers.
Yeah, you've been saying that for a while.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah, man. Like, it's going to come down to that last game.
But guess what? They don't want it.
I don't know, man. Like I said, I think do I still think the Buccaneers are the best team in the NFC South? No, right now it's currently the New Orleans Saints because they knocked us all off. Okay.
Well, we beat New Orleans.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, it's right now, you guys and the Saints are like the hot team in the NFC South. I think it's eventually going to fizzle out. It's got to be the Bucs or the Panthers. I'd be shocked if it wasn't. And I'm going to tell you something right now. If it's not the Buccaneers, even if it's the Panthers, then you got to move on from Todd Bowles. And I get the fact that, there's been a lot of injuries, but this guy's supposed to be a defensive mastermind. And I have a lot of respect for him as a human being and as a coach. But ever since Cooper Kupp happened, that situation in the divisional round a couple of years back, the defense has never played the same. He's been a little bit hesitant to do certain things. But then again, I'm on the other spectrum too. I'm just like, well, I understand why he's got to blitz these corners because he's got no pass rush. All right, maybe that's why the defense is getting beat a lot in the secondary because he has to bring in a pass rusher. I mean, he's got to bring in an extra blitzer. This team's in big trouble, man. They're in big trouble.
I just think he lost the locker room a long time ago.
Yeah, I think guys are not really buying in anymore.
They're not buying in. And so when you lose the locker room, your team, they won't talk to you, they don't respect you. Yeah, about time y'all just separate. Tampa Bay over here and Todd Bowles over here.
Yeah, I mean, I'm disgusted in what I seen on Thursday night. The game ended at 11:48. And again, when I seen that field goal go right down the middle, I see fans booing Bowles, and I'm frustrated with Bowles too, but we got to finish the season with him. And I don't know, maybe we finish strong. Maybe, maybe Mike goes on a one-man wrecking crew and just wreaks havoc. Maybe he gets 200 yards next week because he refuses to get eliminated. So guys like that, I appreciate guys like Mike because they know what it's like to get to the Super Bowl and they know what losing is like. Mike's been losing for a very long time, and then Brady came in and that changed. I think these guys are addicted to that feeling. I don't think Mike's gonna want to have it any other way, but this offense needs to get it together. Coach Grizzard, I'm not a fan of his play calling. The big problem is the defense doesn't complement the offense. The offense won't complement the defense. If one opposition does something right, the other one doesn't. It's just, I've never seen this. At least with the Panthers, Ralph, all right, we're inconsistent. I expect this. We don't expect this with this team. This team has a lot of talent.
Yeah, Ralph.
Yeah, man, we inconsistent, bro. We lost to the Saints.
No, I know what it's like. It
sucks. We lost to the Saints coming out of bye week.
Imagine a Falcons fan laughing at us now, huh?
We lost to the Saints coming out of a bye week. We lost to the Saints twice. We've been swept by the Saints.
Yeah. That's why I'm saying, like, we split the series with the Saints this year. That's why I was listening to what you guys are saying. Who wins the South? I don't think anybody wants to win the South. I mean, at this point, I think you should donate the pick and let a different team go in there.
I think it's gonna be you got the Rams, you got the 49ers, and you got who the other team?
The Seahawks.
Seattle. I think it's gonna be one of them. That
win it.
Yeah.
Nah, they're not gonna get it. It's one division. Each division gets one representative.
Y'all don't want it.
Well, this is where I have a problem with the divisions and the way they're aligned. I think the way they're aligned is dumb. I think they need to go back to the way it used to be. Maybe rebrand it because you have a division like the NFC South. Let's just say 3 teams go 7-9.
Mm-hmm.
They don't, and then you have another team in the East. Let's just say the Cowboys finish strong and they have a winning record. That's not fair. That's why I say I don't like this idea of the divisions. I like the way how like the NHL and the NBA do their divisions. Even like baseball, this whole 4 divisions per conference is just stupid. It's cheese dick. It's dumb. It's not fair. Like it's dumb. It's something that the NFL really I think should look into. Changing, realigning the divisions. And you think about it too. You have the Patriots and the Dolphins in the same division, the AFC East. The Dolphins are technically the AFC South.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So how do we navigate to where we like even like the Cowboys should be in the South, or I don't know, like something, because they're not in the East. But what about the rivalry between the Giants and all that? You can still have all that. You can have those rivalry games. They can finesse the schedules, but they gotta realign the divisions, bro.
Oh, I just saying it up to y'all too. If y'all don't want it, should give it to us.
It could. Let me see. Imagine if both Bucks. No, you can't lose out. The only way let me tell you something. The only way the Atlanta Falcons make the playoffs is if the Carolina Panthers and the Buccaneers tie.
Yeah. Well.
That ain't gonna happen.
I say that. Well,
happen. There is a possibility. I'm gonna tell you something right now. If they tie, I'm done. I'm not.
The Falcons would have to win out, right?
The Falcons would have to win out. If we tie, we would. Yeah, that'd be embarrassing.
Let me see. Who y'all remaining scheduled though, Ron?
We got the Cardinals and we got the Rams.
And who else? Cardinals, Rams.
And I forgot.
You guys are getting cooked.
But
that's what I'm saying about
got injury problems. They just lost their best wide receiver yesterday.
No, the Bucks have injury problems. Well, they had injury problems, but
everybody got injury problems.
Yeah,
we got injury problems.
Nah, not like the Bucks though. You guys didn't. Drake London
injured.
Okay, we had Mike, no Chris, no McMillan.
Michael Penix injured, out for the year.
He sucks.
Hey, watch your mouth now. What?
Sucks.
Your mouth now.
He sucks, bro.
But all judging aside.
No, I'm not gonna say that.
Y'all got the Cardinals, the Rams, and the Saints.
Saints are gonna cook you guys. That might be the division. That might be the division winner right there. Imagine that. We tie and then Falcons beat the Saints. They can beat the Cardinals.
Y'all only one game ahead of the Saints.
Hey, we got a comment. Crux said you don't need to tweak it too much. And AFC and NFC North is set.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I think they should they should have 3 divisions on each side, AFC and NFC, right? You have your AFC North, your AFC Central, and your AFC South. And then the same thing with the well, then you got the West teams. I mean, I don't know. It's a little tricky, but I'm sure they can tweak it out. I mean, I just don't like the alignments of the divisions. I don't know. That's just me. That's just my opinion. I think it's
I know. In my anniversary tonight, so
anniversary.
Yeah.
Happy anniversary, bro.
Thank you.
Oh, your
Ramon.
anniversary
How many
tonight.
years?
Congrats, brother.
18.
18. Wow, that's
Dang,
a long
Ron, 18.
time.
18.
We got my man Ben Cornett. He said, "Good evening, fellas. Bucks just need to win out, and it will squeak into the playoffs. Bucks defense has to show something these last 3 games. No more excuses."
Shout out to
So
Ben.
So you
Look.
think y'all's main priority going into this offseason is edge rushing?
You need a trade for Max Crosby. That's what you need to do.
Matt-
I don't give a shit what you give up for him.
Matt
If you can
Crosby.
listen, Max Crosby almost took Devin White's head off. I posted the link on
What?
Twitter. He was pissed.
Yeah, I
at
seen
Devin
that.
White.
I seen
seen
that.
that.
So-
But
He's a
Matt-
frustrated. Hold on. He's got the contract. He's frustrated. They got to get him out of there, dude. He's got to get out of there. And what better place to go than a place like Tampa? I'm telling you. I think that's what Yaya Diaby's missing. Then you can go into the draft. Look, I already got the whole thing mapped out. There's a couple of guys. I like the kid David Bailey at Texas Tech. I really like him a lot. I think he'd be a good fit for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers as an edge rusher. I think you can rotate him with Yaya Diaby. And then you have a guy like Max Crosby. And all you really need to do is draft your inside linebacker. What about Myles Garrett? That comment there. What about Myles Garrett? No, damn well he wants out of Cleveland, wants to keep that paycheck. I mean, it all depends.
I was gonna mention Myles Garrett too.
I like Myles Garrett too. I mean, Myles
But-
Garrett on the same line with Vita Vea is scary. I think that would
But-
solve a lot of problems. I
but
mean,
the problem is, if that the only way the Raiders selling tickets, why would they trade the franchise?
they ain't selling tickets, bro. It's Vegas, bro. That's the thing. Like
That
Vegas, the Raiders are no longer a football team, like a real football team, in my opinion. The Raiders are like a circus. That's what it is. It comes.
The Raiders
to
have
the-
turned into something to do while
Yeah.
you in Vegas.
Exactly. Hear me out. Ralph knows Ron. I don't know if you know, but
Yeah, it's just another attraction.
I did the Tampa Bay Sports Collectors Expo. I got to interview Dante Culpepper. I interviewed Dwight Smith. You remember Dwight Smith from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers Super Bowl run, Super Bowl 37? So he had a lot of interesting comments. That interview is going to get put up very soon. I'm going to say some things. That interview is, if you're easily offended, I recommend don't watch it. I tell people. But Dwight Smith is probably one of the most down-to-earth, probably the best conversation I've had with a professional athlete, because I love his views and I love his take. And he brought something up, and I'm not going to spoil it, but he brought something up about the Cowboys, and that's why I chuckled when you said that about the Raiders, and I say they're a circus now. It's the same thing with the Cowboys. I'm not trying to paraphrase what he said, but I think he said something along the lines of, "There's no money if the Cowboys win." Think about that. Every year there's this hope that the Cowboys are gonna win, and they start off strong, and then they fall off. It's a circus. You take a look at that stadium with the players there, sideshows. It's a circus, dude. There's no money with the Cowboys winning, and those are his words. I'll put that.
So they
into
basically
you
like an NFL side piece.
Right.
pretty much. Think about it.
But
Think about it. Am I wrong? I mean, is he wrong?
no, he's
An
right
NFL
about that.
side piece.
Right.
It's
But
the same thing. It's the same thing with the Las Vegas Raiders. We're talking about a team that was very much feared and respected back in the day, and ever since they played the Buccaneers, it was a horror show. And then they brought in John Gruden. They brought him back. That didn't work out. And now you look at them, they moved to Vegas. What a stupid idea. They're not Vegas. They are LA or Oakland. You move the Chargers to LA. No, the Raiders should have been moved to LA. You go to look at SoFi Stadium, the Rams don't really have a big following over there.
They don't, bro. I seen the game yesterday, and it was more Detroit Lion fans in LA than it was Rams. I'm like, when the hell did the Detroit Lions get that much of a fan base, especially on the road?
Yeah, I mean,
but
it's
okay. All right,
Vegas,
Ron, take it easy, bro.
Oh, you're out of here, Ron?
Yeah, man. I got the
28
jersey. Wifey.
Yo, that 28-3. I mean, 3rd and 28. You guys, good
Just,
stuff, man.
just
Go to the
remember.
anniversary. Go to the
Just
anniversary.
remember. I gotta tell you this. Just remember. We won the game.
Yeah, you can say it right back. See, I can't say shit to you no more. Now you can say, "Oh yeah, remember 3rd and 28." I can't even say 28-3 to you guys.
Hey, much love, y'all. Y'all be easy, man.
Easy,
All right,
man.
Ron.
Ben said, I live here in Vegas. Max Crosby doesn't want to go anywhere. His heart is with the Raiders. He won't even entertain a trade. Unfortunately, he's today's Gerald McCoy. He won't play meaningful games. And then he said, Raiders will make money no matter what. Half their crowds is at Allegiant Stadium. Every home game.
Visiting fans. Yeah, because it's a fucking circus. That's what it is.
It's just it's just for entertainment.
Look. If I'm out in Vegas, right, and my girl's like, "Oh, and the Bucks are in town," and I'm like, "Hey, we're gonna go watch the Bucks." All right, we can base the trip around that too. All right, we're gonna go watch the Bucks on Sunday. We'll fly out Monday. I would never go see the Vegas Raiders. It's just, and I guarantee there'll probably be more Buccaneer fans than Vegas fans. It's just they don't belong in Vegas. That's just my opinion.
It ain't even the black hole no more.
No,
that's in Oakland. That's still out here.
That's sad.
Yeah,
that's sad, bro. They should move the. I'm sorry, Vegas. I mean, the Raiders need to go back to LA. That's my opinion. They're LA Raiders. Not the. I mean, if you're gonna move the Chargers, I mean, if you want a Vegas team, the Las Vegas Chargers. That kind of has a better ring to it. I mean, it's the Chargers. Nobody's really missing them in San Diego.
Exactly.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? But they are missing their team, the Las Vegas Raiders. They are missing their team. I mean, the LA Raiders and the Oakland Raiders. Those people are missing that team. And you took away a meaningful franchise. Yeah, it wasn't all good, but I mean, if you would have they would have shared SoFi with the Rams, I think that'd be pretty. I think the Vegas. I mean, now I keep calling them the Vegas Raiders. It's terrible.
The Raiders ain't been right since they took Clinton Farrell with the 4th pick.
Yeah. That was
they
bad.
messed up the whole first round with that because Clinton Farrell, he was graded as like a late first round pick.
Yeah,
not a top 5 first round pick.
Yeah, they really that was Gruden and Mike Mayock, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
they took somebody else too because they took another, I think, a safety or something out of Mississippi State.
Yeah, and they traded away Amari Cooper, fucked up his whole career. And then
Khalil
Mack was the first one to go. That's what I'm saying. Like, and that's another thing too. You got Buccaneer fans, man, talking about we need to bring back John Gruden. Fuck that, dude. John Gruden got rid of Sapp and Lynch all in the same year. And what did he do? John Lynch went on to play for the Broncos, had a fantastic career with the Broncos. Sapp was kind of already at the back end of his career. He went to the Raiders. He got a couple of sacks. You know, the Raiders were the Raiders. But, I mean, you're going to bring in John Gruden. He's going to trade a bunch of key pieces. Like, I don't know, not for the Bucks. No, thank you. No thanks. But, I mean,
they had 3 first-round picks that year. They took Clinton Farrell with the 4th pick, Josh Jacobs with the 24th pick, and then safety Jonathan Abram with the 27th pick.
Yeah.
And neither one of those 3 are with
nobody's playing. Speaking of Jacobs, what's up with Micah Parsons, bro? Bad week.
Ooh. That's gonna hurt him, bro. If it's torn ACL.
Yeah, it's torn ACL, it's over with.
Yeah, it's over. And it's gonna linger in the next season.
Though. Hey, Cricket, I know you're gonna comment this guy right here. He a Bears fan. We still gonna sweep the Bears. And that's our Super Bowl. We ain't going to the Super Bowl this year, but sweeping the Bears would be our Super Bowl.
Ooh.
Damn, Miles. That's not Miles, but Michael Parsons. That's tough right there.
Dude, we lost Michael Parsons. I think Watson, one of our linemen, and our starting safety. It's crazy.
And then you got the Chiefs with Mahomes. Does the season get any worse?
That season over. They were eliminated anyway.
Yeah, it's over.
Look, I've said this, and I'm going to say it again. The Kansas City Chiefs right now remind me of like that 2010 to like 2015 New England Patriots team. I'm telling you, Mahomes is going to go away for a little bit. He's going to fix up his ACL. He's not going to be the same for the first year or two. And then out of nowhere, I think he gets a couple more titles. I'm telling you, he reminds me, like, just has that aura. Like, they're not like the Chiefs have to retool, and they need to figure out. I mean, honestly, I think the NFL is a little bit better when the Chiefs are, you know what I'm saying, are in it. It just gives us another reason to really want to punch our TVs and say things are rigged and stuff like that. But I mean, I seen people like laughing. Oh, I attended a Chiefs funeral. Come on, man, that's not cool. The dude tore his ACL. That sucks. If somebody tore that, if you tore your ACL, I promise you, you're not gonna feel. I came close. I felt it one time, like almost pop, like at work, you know. And that's not fun. Even that's scary, you know. But that sucks, dude. But it is what it is. I mean, I'm sure Taylor Swift is going to get worse. I'm sure Taylor's going to get divorced pretty soon. Kelsey's not going to the Super Bowl. She's not going to be able to make that appearance.
So 40-something-year-old Phillip Rivers almost beat the Seattle Seahawks in Seattle yesterday.
Yeah, it's crazy. He's got
that'd be wild.
You can tell retirement's been treating him well. He's got that. His belly. He looks like he drank like a 6-pack or something.
Man, he just looks so out of order out there, man. He he backpedaled in the pocket and lost his foot, and I'm like, what the hell,
dude? What he only had like two days to practice.
You know how bad the quarterback situation got to be in Indy for them to call Phillip Rivers.
Hey, well, Ralph, what you think about not calling Cam Newton?
Why didn't they call Colin Kaepernick? Why didn't they call Cam Newton? What's you guys' take on that? I don't think Kaepernick can play anymore.
Yeah, Kaepernick is straight trash.
How many years?
He's been out of the league 15 years.
Yeah, I mean, he's been out of the league
for a while, dude.
He's done.
It's over 10 years.
How many years has he been out of the league?
It's over 10 years. Yeah.
It's been at least 10 years.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Wow, time flies. Yeah, because his career started to decline after that loss to the Baltimore Ravens in the Super Bowl. He was never really the same. Like he
wasn't.
He's more known for off the field stuff than on the
field. Games, and then all that stuff happened with the kneeling down.
Yeah, he just known for beating the Packers.
Newton, they were talking about why didn't Cam Newton get a shot. I don't think Cam Newton can really throw a ball that far anymore. You saw what he did with the Patriots. That was horrendous. And I heard him saying, oh, well, it's because I was still learning the system and da-da-da. Well, maybe you shouldn't have been starting. I mean, you're trying to learn the system on the fly, bro. I mean, I don't know. Some of these guys just can't let it go. I think Cam is better at doing podcasts. I don't know if I'd like to see him back on the football field. I mean, I think he came back to Carolina. How did he do it, you guys, when he came back?
He wasn't the same, Cam. I think that was just more so the new ownership just doing right by bringing him back.
Just to give the team a little spark?
Yeah, bringing him back
tickets.
To the franchise because Tepper was, even then, people was looking at Tepper kind of sideways. So I think that was just a move to get back on the good graces of the fan base.
Fans, yeah. Because for a while, you guys couldn't really sell tickets. Now you guys seem to be selling some tickets now.
Yeah, we selling some, but I don't know. That was just for the fans to bring Cam back to get the fans back on Tepper side.
Yeah, this whole situation though, with the NFC South, man, it's just embarrassing. It really is. It's just like, I'm sorry, the Bucs are not a good team. Good teams don't struggle like this. Good teams don't give up 14-point leads. I mean, I guess you can talk about the Patriots, but I mean, that's a different scenario. The Patriots are not gonna, eventually they were gonna get knocked off their high horse. Eventually, Vrabel was gonna make a mistake. Eventually, the team was gonna make some mistakes, and the time is now. But it's the thing with the Buccaneers and especially the Panthers, the lack of consistency on these teams. It's so fucking frustrating to watch. It's so aggravating, especially for I guaranteed for someone like you, Ralph, watching the Carolina Panthers, you see them annihilate the Rams, and then your expectations going into next week are like, all right, we got this, and then you guys lay an egg. It's a dud.
Big one.
You know what I'm saying?
A big one.
And then like with the Buccaneers, 14 minutes left in the game. 14 minutes left in the game. Jesus. 14 points, and you blow that game like that. Like I said, and I want to set this for the record. I like Todd Bowles a lot, but if we're gonna keep playing like this, I don't think this is the guy. And I'm not gonna like sugarcoat shit. Jason Licht needs to give up some draft picks and needs to go get again a guy like TJ Watt or fucking Max Crosby or Myles Garrett. I don't give a shit what you got to do. If you got to look, these guys are all in the back end of their careers. I don't know how much longer Jason Light's going to want to be a GM and stuff like that. Why not go out with a bang? You know what I'm saying? Why not just go all in? The Rams fucking did it a few years ago and they got a title. You know, the Steelers are trying to go all in, you know, and I know a lot of people are not too big on the Steelers, but buddy, the Bills are not, if depending on the way the season ends, let's take a look at that AFC playoff picture. The Packers, the Steelers have a legitimate chance of going pretty far in the playoffs, in my opinion. All you have to do is just win and get in. And then the season changes. You get what I'm saying? Like,
right.
I think the road is going to be a lot easier if a team like the Chiefs are not there. What does that do for the Bills? What if the Bills get in? I'm going to pull that up. See what the NFL
Bills get in.
Playoff picture looks like right now. All right. So taking a look at the playoff picture right now for the AFC. So currently the Bills are in. They have the 6th spot. So I want to see what the playoff bracket would look like. Nothing, huh? Son of a bitch. Why won't it show me the playoff bracket?
As of right now?
Yeah.
Oh, let me see if I can pull it up.
Wow, that's crazy. The Buccaneers are the 4th best team in the NFC
right
with
now.
that 7-7. Well, they're not the 4th best team. I don't even think, to be honest with you, I think they're tied with you guys 9th. In my opinion. That's just my opinion. I don't think the Buccaneers should even be in the playoffs, depending on what happens now. So technically the Falcons are eliminated and the Saints are eliminated. So it's got to be you or the Panthers or the Buccaneers. But I want to go back to that AFC situation. You take a look at the Pittsburgh Steelers, right? With the 4th seed, they'll probably wind up getting Buffalo. Depends.
Who gets Buffalo?
I think the Steelers would play the Buffalo Bills because the Steelers are the 4th seed and the Bills are the 6th seed. That'd be interesting. Aaron Rodgers and Josh Allen. What if Aaron Rodgers knocks off Josh Allen? You know, and you take a look at the top 6 teams right now. Well, 7 teams that are in the playoffs.
Is TJ Watt going to play?
The Broncos, the Patriots at 2, the Jaguars at 3, the Steelers at 4, the Chargers at 5, and the Bills at 6. So depending on what the Houston Texans do, they got Arizona. Actually, no, they already played. This is not updated, is it?
Yeah, he ain't playing now, is he?
So TJ Watt? Yeah, TJ Watt.
All right, here we go. I got it. Beautiful. All right, so as of right now, the Pittsburgh Steelers would play the Chargers. I think Aaron Rodgers could handle them. And then they would have to go into Denver. That's a different story. And then the Jacksonville Jaguars would play the Buffalo Bills. And the Patriots would play the Houston Texans. I don't know, man. That AFC, without the Chiefs being there, the AFC is up for grabs. Anybody can take that. And I get the Broncos are the best team right now, but I've seen teams perform the way they have and get knocked out in that second round, even with that first round bye. So, and you take a look at the NFC, you got Packers and Bears. Imagine that. The 7th seed and the 2nd seed, Packers and Bears in a playoff game. Shout out to Jamie. I'm sure he would love that.
Man, Parsons being out, that might be Chicago right there.
That might be. I'm telling
crazy.
you
We still gonna beat them.
that would be a home
What?
game for Chicago.
We will beat
Then you got
Chicago.
the 49ers and Eagles. I don't know, man. I just the 49ers would travel to LA to face the Rams, and then the Buccaneers would play the winner of the Packers and Bears. That's a
Chicago's defense is
division
trash.
game. Wow. That's going to be interesting, man. I'm hoping for the playoffs. I mean, like I said, I don't think the Buccaneers are going to make noise just because they need to get their shit together. Ralph, I really hope they get their shit together because there's a lot of talent on that team. But that defense, man, is what scares the hell out of me. That secondary, Levante David is slowed down.
Yeah.
You know, they just picked up Anthony Walker Jr. And JPP. I don't know what that's going to do. But, I mean, Zion McCollum, I think, is going to miss 4 games as well. I like Jacob Parrish, the corner. But, I mean, like I said, if you can't fucking generate a pass rush, what good is your secondary? You know? I mean, and then you have an offensive coordinator that's I still don't know what to make of. I don't with Coach Grizzard. I really don't. I don't know. It's been a strange season for the Tampa Bay Bucks. Been a strange season for the Carolina Panthers too.
Very, very strange. But I didn't think we were gonna win this many games, to be honest with you. Like, there's a couple games we won that I didn't see us beating the Rams. I didn't see us going on the road beating Green Bay.
Yeah.
You know, but then you get them.
You guys
two
had more
quality
convincing wins than us. I'll tell you that.
You get them quality wins, and then you lose. You get swept by the Saints.
Yeah, that's a tough one. But I mean, the Bucks got swept by the Saints were good that year. I mean, I don't know. I just think that with the Panthers, they need maybe a little bit more firepower on that offense. I just think they need to be more invested with their defense. I mean, if you want to fast forward to the draft, where would you want the Seahawks? I mean, the Seahawks. Where would you want to see the Panthers go? Is there a guy you got in mind? Because I got a couple players in mind, man.
Linebacker.
A lot of good linebackers this year.
The linebacker from Texas Tech. I forget his name.
The which one?
Hold on. I can't remember. I think he had like 2 interceptions in that championship game against BYU. I forget his name because he got like the thick mustache. He looked old as hell with that thick mustache and bad face. What the hell is this dude's name?
The linebacker from Texas Tech.
Yeah, I can't remember his name, but he was all over the field in that against BYU. But he is definitely a position to need.
For me, it's edge rusher that they gotta address that shit.
Edge rushing for y'all?
Oh God, yeah. They need a. It's a must. I'm trying to look up
the linebacker from Ohio State. I know he's gonna be gone by the time we draft.
Avril Reese, the inside linebacker.
We need a cornerback.
Avril Reese? No, they have him listed as a linebacker.
Yeah, that's what we need a linebacker.
I like I said, I like David Bailey a lot out of Texas Tech, man. He's a monster, dude. David Bailey's nasty. I've been watching a lot of his tape, man. I like what he does. I know he had a little bit of an issue and stuff like that with a reporter or a press guy or some shit like that. But a couple other guys, like I like TJ Parker out of Clemson.
Him.
He's good. He'd be a good fit for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. But David Bailey, man, that's. I mean, he can play inside and he can play the edge. I mean, let me pull up his profile real quick so I can share some shit with you guys. This is that. I mean, it all depends too. Like if Todd Bowles is still there, who knows, dude? They could go in a completely different direction. So David Bailey. So there we go. I'm not using my mouth. I should probably use my mouse here. I don't like that trackpad on the MacBook. All right. So the reason why I like David Bailey a lot is because if you take a look at his career, Stanford, right? First 3 years, he's improved. 3 sacks his first year, 5 sacks his second year, 7 sacks his third year, and now he transferred to Texas Tech. 14 sacks. You know what I'm saying? So that's something that I'm looking for. You can't get these guys that have only played a year, 2 years. That's not enough reps, man. You know what I'm saying? For me, like these guys got to play. You know, he's 6'3", 250 pounds. I think he can play the edge pretty good for the Buccaneers. I think you pair him up with Yaya Diaby, I think he'd be a monster.
Right.
So, you know, but that middle, I mean, again, you got to figure out what you're gonna do in the middle, because they have, and that's another need for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Like, you guys need a linebacker. We need a linebacker. We're desperate for a linebacker after this year. I mean, because like I said, you know, they're going to Levante is going to retire. I don't see Levante going any further.
Yeah, that might be it for him.
Y'all got Isaiah Simmons still out there.
Isaiah Simmons, he's talking about that came out of Clemson.
Yeah, that boy's so trash now.
Man, he signed with us.
Shit, we had him before we cut him at the beginning of the year.
Yeah, the Giants had him, y'all had him, Arizona drafted him. And I don't know what he went between Arizona and going
I mean,
to
I'm looking
because I think he got traded to the Giants or something, I believe.
Yeah, he fell off bad.
Yeah, I don't know how he fall off that bad. I think he was just one of them guys that didn't really master one position, because at Clemson they had him playing outside linebacker, they had him safety, they had him slot, they had him all over the place, but he never was good at just one position. And when he got to the NFL, they tried to put him at one position instead of having him all over the place, and he wasn't good at just one position.
Yeah. Because when he played for us in preseason, he was good in practice, but man, you put in the games.
Yeah, I mean, practice is like, it's different. You know what I mean? It ain't no.
Yeah.
It don't count. It count, but it don't count.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, it's just somebody's gonna win this division. That's what I say. Somebody's gotta win this division, because this is bullshit. It's embarrassing. I hope the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, I hope whatever it is that's going on in that locker room, I hope they fucking straighten that shit out. And I hope they have a good week of practice. And just get the shit together and get ready to kick y'all asses this week. Well, not this week. The upcoming week. They have a long, extended little vacation there. Hopefully they can get their shit situated with, man, because you can't lose to Carolina. If they lose to Carolina, we're fucked. You want to talk about morale? I'm gonna make sure. I think the Buccaneers are gonna beat the Panthers in that first meeting. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going to happen in that second meeting, but I mean, this first meeting is pretty important. I think that what they just got to do is just sweep the Panthers. You got the Saints and the Falcons. They're already eliminated. You don't have to worry about that. That's done and over with. And just try to go in and sweep the Panthers and just try to go into the playoffs with a clear mind. You know what I'm saying? I will say this. I'm going to predict it. I think Mike Evans is going to play lights out, and I think he's going to play out of his mind. I'm telling you, if you have him on fantasy and he's on your bench, now is the time to put in Mike Evans. I'm telling you, I have this feeling that he's going to go off these. I mean, he's not going to get 1,000 yards, but I do think he's gonna go off in a couple of these games. I think what you saw in that game back against the Falcons, I think you're going to see more of that, because he wants to fucking win. There's guys on that team that want to win, that are going to try they're going to leave it all on the football field. I'm telling you right now. But one thing is, Baker needs to wake the fuck up. They need to get more reps with each other or something, because I don't want to see Mike Evans get paralyzed out there. That was scary to see.
Yeah, he almost got him. He almost sent him to the upper room.
Yeah, man, and he's got screws in his collarbone. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it is what it is. All right, I'm gonna log off, man, because I'm getting tired. It was cold as hell out here, man. If you go on my X account, bro, if you go on my X account, there's a video I posted, because when I was in Florida, people were like, oh, it's kind of chilly out here. It's chilly this morning. I'm like, chilly? You don't know what the fuck chilly is. So I got the bottom of my pants, my work pants, wet, and instantly it just hardened up like a rock. It froze. My pants were frozen. It was stiff.
Damn.
Oh yeah.
Ain't no way. That's
Go
crazy.
yeah, go on the X account, Louis at Louis FPP on X, and I posted the video. I just thought it was just kind of funny. Let me see if I can pull it up for you guys here. I just thought it was kind of funny.
So if you been in the
all.
pants, you probably would have broke them.
It wasn't that cold yet.
Oh,
It wasn't that cold.
He
It
said,
was cold.
"Break 'em."
Nah, it wasn't that cold. I mean, that's like Russia cold. You know what I'm saying? Let me see here. Oh, right here.
Damn.
Oh shit.
damn.
We don't get that in California. Dang.
Yeah, you froze, bro.
Frozen.
Ain't no way.
Frozen solid.
Frozen
rock.
tundra. That's that frozen tundra weather.
Yeah, bro. Like I'm not bullshitting, man. It was cold. Like I actually got out of the truck today and I started to question my life. Like, why do I really want to be here? There we go.
Hey, brother.
So that's me. That's Frozen.
Yeah, you could break those.
Yeah, bro.
That's Frozen.
I don't know how you got them off. Yeah.
Turn the heat on in the truck, and that's it.
Yeah,
and then
you
you
have to
get
thaw 'em out.
defrost,
Throw
buddy.
them
You
bad
got it. I got to defrost. That's it. Just defrost. That's what it came down to. But yeah, man, it's cold out. This morning going to work, it said 2 degrees.
2.
Yeah, 2.
Dang.
Yeah, I was
God.
like, I was bundled up today. I was like this, like I could barely move. Like whatchamacallit from that movie,
2 degrees.
Christmas movie. Yeah, it was 2 degrees. It sucked. And then tomorrow is gonna suck. Let's see the weather. So now you guys got me checking the weather so I can dress accordingly for tomorrow because tomorrow's gonna be a shit show.
Dang, I'm mad over here. It's 40 degrees over here. That's nothing.
26. That's the high tomorrow.
That's the temperature right now.
Oh, 26.
Yeah.
So what
So
does it feel like though?
Oh,
feels like 18.
Damn. Think about how the people in Chicago felt, bro. 7 degrees with a wind chill felt like -10.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
I did be in Green Bay back when they had that frozen tundra. Man, I don't know how they played out there. Chicago, yeah, I've been in Chicago. Yeah, in the winter, it ain't no joke out there.
I ain't never been to Chicago.
That's not bad.
I've been to Chicago and Green Bay. Man, hell no. I'm cool.
So it's going to be 35 tomorrow, 45, 48, 55 Friday. Wow, I'm going to wear t-shirts and shorts that day.
It's raining out here.
Yeah, that day's going to rain. So that's nice. Hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. I hope, man, like I said, I when I was down there in Florida, it was nice, man, because my hands hurt and shit like that, my knees and stuff like that. And when I was like the third day I was out there, I had no pain, no nothing, man. My body was already acclimated to the palm trees. It was nice, bro. It was nice. I was like, wow, this is what paradise feels like right here. I get used to this. It was like 75 degrees daily. I mean, and that's when I heard the comment, oh, it's a little chilly out in the morning because it was like 60. And I was on the Riverwalk. I'm like, what the hell is this lady talking about? This is beautiful. It's t-shirt weather. T-shirt weather.
Damn,
that's cool. That's ugly right there.
Yeah. All right, boys. I'm gonna call it a night because I'm tired. And I got a long day tomorrow.
Yeah, that cold weather ain't gonna help.
Yeah, don't remind me. Ralph, you coming on Wednesday night?
Yeah. Just shoot me the link.
All right, I'll shoot you the link. And yeah, man, like I said, if you guys haven't, go check out that Dante Culpepper interview I did. That was cool talking to Dante.
Culpepper.
Yeah, that was on the Frozen Pirate Podcast YouTube channel. That was really cool. And I got that Dwight Smith interview coming up. You guys are not gonna want to. Yo, he. I don't know, man. You guys are just gonna have to watch it. He went off. I asked him, yo, Dwight, can I just get like 5 or 10 minutes of your time? He's like, yeah, no problem. Dude gave me that 40-minute interview talking about how the NFL is rigged. Yeah, like just Peyton Manning's issues back in college. Like, it's a good conversation, man, and be on the lookout for that. I'll send you guys over the link so you guys can check it out.
Yeah, let me know when you
All right, boys.
All right,
Have a good
fellas.
night.
All
right.
right, Ralph,
Peace.
you gone?
Yeah.
All right, we out there.
All right. Peace.